I'm definitely glad
Let's
not to
see.
listen to the rest of the book yet. Because I was not
Go home.
go home.
Is the book following River
Good
Moon?
time. Oh, that must be Scotland Yard.
That is Scotland Yard.
To White Haven, please.
I've never actually seen Scotland Yard, like no pictures or anything. But even though I've read all the Sherlock Holmes stories.
Mm-hmm.
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot.
September
It's all
11th.
clear now, except maybe one or two details.
Details. Ah, mon ami. The devil is in the detail, as we say.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Yes.
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what
Ooh.
you have in mind?
Oh my
Surtout
God,
pas.
Hastings basically
You
is
wouldn't be able to play your role.
Watson.
Watson.
Wait one
Absolutely.
moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Oh, that's another word. Hello.
The pot?
Hey, bring the revolver to Hastings. Okay. Okay, where's my revolver?
It means don't off or like shut up. Like,
The white ammunition are
There we go.
blank cartridges. The others are real bullets.
Blanks.
The revolver is loaded with real bullets. I still have time to choose blanks.
Blanks.
The revolver is loaded with blanks. I still have time to choose real
Oh.
bullets.
Oh, I have a choice.
Blanks.
ooh.
Blanks.
Blanks.
Well, we took the blanks.
Actually, it can actually, it's possible to kill someone with the blank bullet.
Yeah. But not
Or-
Not at a distance. If you're going
Yeah.
point
yeah,
blank,
it has to be
yes.
like right up close, and I assume this is gonna be more for show. Wait, what are you doing, Poirot?
Just
Pero,
talk to
What
the
about
daggum
telling
dude.
me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas.
take
You wouldn't be able to
So-
play your role. Wait one moment, I will bring you my weapon.
You
Oh,
didn't pick it up? Oh,
He
yeah,
did.
you have to do it to him.
let me examine it real quick. My old revolver I haven't used in a long
Revolver is
time.
loaded.
It's loaded with
You
blanks.
now
What did
have
you give
to
it
give it to Hastings.
Damn.
Certainly not. Okay.
Here you go, Hastings.
Voila, I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used, it is almost new.
So carefully, Hastings.
What
No,
is this?
Gandhi
You now
mustache.
have a phone call.
Okay.
I'm quite sorry.
Okay.
Telefono.
You're not answering,
phone, no.
Poirot.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was ringing.
I did.
Hey, reset
I
it.
said
Yeah, the sound
something.
effects are.
Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
Well, never mind, I shall make do.
So, are you still going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
It's hearing.
Damn.
Ooh, I wonder who it is.
Oh shit, hi.
Ooh,
Since
It's
Cust's
everyone.
arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Ballard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions remain open. And one question is, why did the murderer send me his letters? Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Wow.
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
I
Oof.
may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
All these theories should be studied. Let us now try and get...
Let's go.
Desk worker Gray cells.
Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? The murderer always warned Poirot about his murders. The murderer challenged Poirot out of xenophobia. The error in the address didn't cause the letter to be delivered late. Let's see. The murderer challenged Poirot for glory. The murderer challenged Poirot because he has an inferiority complex. Poirot address is not very well known. There's saved the murderer. A piece of envelope with the wrong address. The body was still warm. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. What do you guys think?
What was the last one again?
This one? The body was
The-
still
the la-
warm.
The last one.
One
Oh,
other.
on the other side. The murderer always warned Poirot about his murders.
No.
Did the murderer make a mistake?
Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? It's the fake one.
I think the third one was the one that was late.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that's one. There on the address caused letter to be delivered late.
I was going to say the second one instead of the one that you just put.
This one?
Yeah. I'm not sure about the third one though.
Nope.
Does it make sense? That's not.
I don't think it was xenophobia.
No.
Xenophobia?
Maybe that one. No.
This one? Nope.
The
The error in the address caused letter to be.
like what? See? It's not those three. That's weird.
Hold on.
That one.
Nope.
It's the second one.
Piece of envelope with the wrong address.
Yeah, it kind of makes
Okay.
sense for that one to be there for some reason. I don't know why.
Late arrival.
Where's the arrival?
No.
Forget to sneeze.
I don't think the inferiority complex is a thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it's inferiority complex, glory, or xenophobia.
Yeah.
But we already tried all the others.
Yeah.
Murder was born from murders.
That one doesn't make sense.
Warm
that
body.
One makes sense. Like,
30th of August and one body, maybe.
Say the murderer. The body was still warm. I don't know. Why did the murderer make a mistake in the entry? Inferiority complex? Nope. So much for that theory.
watch it beat the other three that we never even thought of it.
Yeah.
Wanna give it a try?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
There goes my theory.
The murderer.
I want to say the 30th of August is definitely one of them.
Yeah. I keep thinking Pearl's address is not well known. But then again,
But
the murderer didn't got it right the first two times.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That one.
So
The
Right, that one.
oh,
Keep that one. No.
the second one.
that one.
We already did that 3 times already.
Okay.
Time to brute force it.
Yeah, I already tried that. Oh, I think I got it.
You thought it glowed.
Yeah.
Not August.
Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address?
Yeah, why did he make a mistake?
Shit. Wait, is Monty still here?
Yeah.
She's muted. I think she
Oh,
maybe
okay.
fell asleep.
She'd been so quiet. I kind of forgot she was here.
The one is still here.
This.
Maybe
No, it's
his
just
body.
fucking guessing game, and it gets boring.
Yeah, this one's a tough one. Because we tried the
Brain
most
cells are
obvious
not
ones.
working.
Did that one already.
Wait a minute. Did it make a
Yeah.
ding?
No, it didn't make a ding or anything.
We already did that one.
Let's see.
I don't think it's the inferiority complex.
There we go.
There we
What
go.
the-
Oh my god. Oh,
The mistake was intentional. Why did the killer send his layers to Hercule Poirot? Inferiority
Why-
complex.
because
Challenge
the
for glory. Um.
I think it's glory.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just one. Okay. Nope.
Not glory.
Oh, no?
Nausea.
Wait.
Oh.
He wrote to Poirot because his address is not very well known.
Okay.
That
He's a
explains
detective,
why?
actually.
Clear now.
No,
No.
You might like to explain your reasoning again.
please.
First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before the murder. He never digressed from that rule. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only 500 inhabitants. With advance warning, it would be easy to arrest him. Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers because everybody knows their addresses. The mistake would have been corrected and the letter would have been on time. That is why the murderer chose me as the recipient.
That makes sense.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have a wrong address and get lost. It was very cunning.
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly. That of an intelligent, daring and calculating murderer.
But that's not how you describe Cust.
You are quite right,
Exactly.
mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that this dull character is the clever murderer we are looking for.
Do madmen... I mean, if he's mad, he might have two very different sides.
No doubt. But the murderer is not mad. All the specialists agree that he does not have the profile of a psychopath.
But if Cust is not guilty, how do you explain his presence at the scene of the crimes?
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patients. Documents which Cust most certainly did not have access to. Let us now try and get our brand.
We know about Cust.
Okay, let's at least work our brains out.
Oh
this
god,
time.
here we go. A lot of. At least it's only two.
What
Okay.
do we know about?
Cust is easily
What do you know
influenced.
about-
That's definitely it.
Yeah.
Cust, yeah. Cust tried to overcome his travels by traveling often by train.
No.
Cust buys newspapers that report on the case. He wanted to see the crime scenes. Alice Kushner and Alice Asher and Betty Bernard are in Dr. Clark's medical records. Cust was a door-to-door salesman. It is a coincidence that he went to the victims' towns. Cust went to Bexhill because he wanted to swim. Cust was in the war and never been quite the same had since. Cust was wounded during the war. The murderer found a way to access Dr. Clark's medical records and tried to burn them in order to hide his tracks. Nope, not by coincidence. Let's see. Nope.
Oh. I don't think it's influenced them.
Nope.
Oh god, let's not just brute force this one.
Gus was in the war and never quite the same sense. Gus was nope, it had nothing to do with the war.
You don't think so?
I don't think it has to do with.
And here you
trains.
go, brute forcing.
Well, I'm hearing good theories. Okay, so it's not that.
Obviously not
It's
that.
not trains.
And here we go, brute forcing.
Oops. There we go. Gus is mentally fragile and easy to manipulate. I thought, wait, wounded during the war?
Mm-hmm.
How to explain
Yeah,
Cus's
makes sense.
presence at the crime scenes?
The
The door-to-door
stockings.
salesman.
Yeah.
The middle. Right there.
Yeah, and
And wanted to go swimming. The trunks.
nope.
No? What the? Oh, he wanted to do the thing. And then the swim trunks. And the swim trunks.
I did the swimming trunks. Oh,
The other swim trunks.
okay.
No? The fuck?
Nope.
That would not even make sense.
Yeah,
What's
How to
the
explain-
last two?
Gus was in the war and never quite the same head since. The murderer found a way to access.
No. Huh. What's the
No.
third? No, that's also something else.
Ashenberry
No.
are in Dr. Clark's medical records.
What's two?
Gus buys newspapers that report on the
No.
case. He wanted to see the crime scenes,
Mm,
but he only picked it up a third one.
Mm-hmm. Three and
the
after.
second one, I think, not the
No,
third one. I think
started
it's
with
actually the
C.
second one. Okay. Was it the second one?
Second one is buys newspapers that report on the case. He wanted to see the crime
No.
scenes.
No. I don't know why, because like that one kind of technically answers it, but like it doesn't.
One fell because he wanted to swim.
Is it
Or find a way to.
technically
That's not it.
No.
doesn't make sense.
What the door-to-door salesman?
No, the last one that you had your mouse on.
Oh yeah, I was hovering over it.
Oh, okay.
Alison Ashenberry. No,
That.
we tried all the ones that deal with travel.
At
Okay,
which?
then that's not
But that's the
the stuff.
thing.
I know it answers the question, but at the same time, they're like, no, it doesn't.
Okay, Brian. Why would those? What?
No.
That's what manipulated. The
Yeah.
killer made him go to the towns as he hide his tracks. He didn't kill. Okay.
Only
Dr.
what
Clark's
we think.
What
patient's
the
records
fuck?
provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order.
What
The
does
killer
that make
definitely used
sense?
it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor. It is this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike, so that the suspicion would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's
Poor man.
evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from 3 completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems unlikely that the same murderer committed all the crimes. What should we take from that?
Wait. Say that just one murderer is of interest to the killer. Say that the murderer kills for pleasure. Say the killer has developed a taste for murder. Then there are 3 murderers. No,
No.
this one's a toughie.
Right there and as 3, so I thought it said say that 3 are 3 murders.
Is it possible that say that murderer kills him for pleasure? No.
Mm-mm.
He'll develop a taste from her?
No, that doesn't even
No.
I'm thinking the first
that-
one.
One
say
murder
that
is
just
one of
one murder.
Yeah, because I don't think it's the last one.
hatred to the killer.
Ready?
I don't
But
think there are
which
three.
Brady's not
Oh, no.
here. She
Brady's
had
not
Oh,
here.
okay.
her
Brady
net's
left.
garbage.
Money also left.
Okay,
I
so
like my
just-
3R3, but I think it's the first one as well. It's up to you guys though.
Charles, what do you think?
What murder has the interest of the killer?
I feel like the one we didn't get as much answers for was the third one.
Yeah.
Just one murder was of benefit to the murderer. The others were just diversions.
Which
On
one?
reflection, there is only one
Oh,
conclusion.
never mind.
The murderer killed once
Yep.
out of interest and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at two potential culprits.
That makes sense.
Oh.
Franklin Clark.
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle, that's good thinking. Mr. Fraser may have killed Betty out of jealousy. Mr. Clark may have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
Indicate that Donald was traded by Dr. Clark. Indicate that Donald was resting at Churchton. Indicate that Donald's firm worked for Clark.
I
Was
don't remember
Donald?
about this.
Donald is the brother of the third victim.
Okay.
Was he treated? I don't think. Was he?
Was Donald ever at the thing? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we did meet him there.
Yeah, we did meet Donald.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Hello.
actually standing there in the room right now.
Obviously.
Yeah, because I mean, with the setup of the gun, it's clear that this is the presenting to point who's the real killer. Indicate that Donald was treated by Dr. Clark. Indicate that Donald was resting at church. Indicate that from work. I think it's this one.
He works for Court and Brunskill, one of whose clients was Sir Carmichael.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it, and you may have used the opportunity to take a look at Sir Carmichael's records.
You think I'm guilty?
You or Mr. Franklin Clark.
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profiles that most resembles the murderer?
Definitely not the boyfriend.
Let us now
Mm-mm.
try and get how Brent
I
sells
don't
the
think it's.
work.
I think it's
I
the brother.
I always thought Frank was a
Bonjour.
bit weird.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi.
So okay,
Welcome back.
how much have? Okay, so I'll give you a quick catch up. So we've established that
yeah.
that Cust is not the murderer. He's being framed,
Ooh.
or rather, he was
Absolutely.
being set up to be an easy scapegoat.
Ooh, so do we know who the real murderer is?
Not
We
yet.
rule- we rule-
Out right now.
We've narrowed it down to either the boyfriend of the second victim or the brother of the third. I'm thinking it's the brother. Because the second one doesn't strike me as someone who's that intelligent enough to thoroughly plan out this whole deal. I think it's Donald because he has much more to gain.
Do you think it's Donald?
Yeah, I think it's Donald.
Okay,
Let's see. Indeed, let's look again at this murder, if you please. You will see that the murderer carried out to perfection. Is Donald clever? Megan really liked Donald Fraser. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous, a true gentleman. Since Betty's death, I have doubts about my. No, this is about. Wait. I have doubts about myself. I don't know what to do, and I keep horrible dreams 3 nights in a row. He's a bright man with a. Wait.
The bright man with
Yeah. Clever. There we go. Didn't have to read the others.
Mhm.
Is Donald sure of himself? Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold. Let's see. I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easy to sleep. Rocking by the sound of the wheels. No. Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. It was an awful scene. She told him that until they were married, she wasn't free to go with whomever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying, "One day, one day." Nope, that's not it. I would have made Benny. He would have made. He was always attentive and generous, a true gentleman.
I think
Okay,
it's
it's
the
not
third
that.
one.
This one? Easy influence.
Mm-hmm.
The man seduced Betty before taking her to the
Yeah,
beach where he strangled her.
The
Is
Megan
Donald's
one.
seducer? Nope.
The other one. The other one. One more.
This
One
one?
more.
Oh, well, woman seemed to
The
like
one
him.
more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seducer. But he's not confident. Let's see. A passenger from timetable. Maybe the
Trains.
murderer.
I like trains.
She likes
Ready.
trains.
I like
Oh.
trains.
You hear the crap in the background.
Uh-oh. Okay, 1 second.
Let's see. Is Donald impulsive? The killer is methodical and prepares his crime meticulous. He never forgets to leave an intriguing signature. Let's see. He would have made no. Obviously, she told him until they were married, she was quick-tempered.
Hmm.
That doesn't sound less and less like Donald. Is Donald generous? Generous.
Yeah. It's generous.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is hard to imagine him planning anything.
Oh.
Also,
Daggum.
jealousy is his motive, and crimes of passion are rarely planned.
True.
Right, I suppose it's my turn to be subjected to the same scrutiny.
Yes.
Absolument, Mr. Clark. Let us now
Oh yeah, I
try
think it's
and
Franklin.
get how
I
brain
got their
cells
names
to
mixed
work.
up in my head. Yeah, I think it's Franklin.
Okay.
Okay, is Franklin clever?
Is he clever?
Indeed, let us look again at the murder, if you please. You will see the murder carried out to perfection. Thor is invasive about her relationship with Sir Carmichael. School report. According to his teacher, Franklin was a good student but lacked discipline. Take Franklin. He's fallen for her sweet talking charms. He's a lovely boy, very plucky and sure of himself, but he's so naive when it comes to women.
That's coming
Hey.
in handy.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Dear Franklin, first, I wishing you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dated December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wang. Isn't this robber? Things could have gotten pretty bad if it weren't for a real, if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that.
Well, that one's cold.
Yep.
Mhm.
Come on, bro. I'm a married man. Miss Gray is already being courted by a friend. Clark. The railway by the railroad children E. Nesbit. It is normal that people helping with interviews should be reimbursed, starting with you, Miss Dowler. That's generous.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That one.
Yeah, there we go. Clever. Let's see. Is Franklin sure of himself?
No. Yeah, wait.
Not that one.
Self-confidence. That one.
Sure of himself. Self-confident. The man seduced
Seducer.
Betty before taking her to the beach where he strangled her.
Mm,
Come on, bro. I'm
Three.
married.
Yep.
Yep. Seducer.
yeah. He's a seducer.
A passenger timetable.
He likes
Maybe the
trains.
murderer likes trains. No.
Three.
The next one.
Normal.
Three.
Yep.
The one.
This one.
Three.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I like trains.
I like trains.
Trains.
Choo choo.
Gold.
Oh,
Ba-dum bum.
Bum
Grass
bum.
out as I
bum.
stood, willing to
Generous.
sacrifice our love.
and the rest. I love now we know our shit. Our brain cells are working, guys. Finally.
Gray cells.
As you have all seen, there is a
Good
disturbing
ourselves.
similarity between Mr. Clark's profile and that of the killer. In actual fact, it is exactly the same.
Mr. Poirot, your psychological studies are interesting, but your conclusions do not add up.
Yep.
Why would I have wished my brother's death? The inheritance is lawfully mine. I just have to wait.
No, you had to act quickly.
Said that Thora Grey bothered him. Said that Franklin was impatient.
Did Thora Grey bother him? Don't remember.
I thought he liked her. Wait, did he like her? No.
Because you are incapable of waiting.
Really? Well, I am no murderer. You presented him as being a cold and patient schemer.
Certes, normalement. But Lady Clark's imminent death precipitated events. Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would have found a way to marry Sir Carmichael after Lady Clark's death. For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If Miss Grey had children by your brother, you would not have inherited a thing. You realized the danger after reading several letters from Comside, especially one in which your brother opened his heart to you. So you hurried home from China, and you took action. In truth, Cust was no more than a puppet manipulated by the real culprit. You, Mr. Clark.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust. The famous instructions he received by post. He wrote them on the typewriter. We know that for sure.
Oh no. You know perfectly well. That is not true. Eh bien voilà. Light has now been shed on the ABC murders.
Your theories are ingenious, but you haven't any proof.
One point to him. For the moment, I have no material proof. Either I admit to it, or I bluff.
The bluff!
Progressing. And invent an item of proof found in Alice Asher's tobacco shop. Lie about the fingerprints found on Cust's typewriter. Say that proof is going to be easy to find. I feel it's third.
Ooh.
What do you guys think?
What do you say, Riddy and Charles? Mm-hmm.
I like the last one. The proof
I
is
like
going to
the
be easy to find. I want to psych them out.
Fingerprints.
Charles.
I like the fingerprints because if he says like, but I was wearing gloves, I would have given him away too. I don't know though.
Carol?
She says the last one.
Democracy wins.
Yeah.
Proof is easy to find now that we know where to look.
You have nothing on me. You're bluffing, Mr. Poirot. Come on, Thora, there's nothing for us to do here.
Don't touch me.
Thora.
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter, and why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide there? The knife you used to kill your brother?
All right. Well played. I lose.
I win.
The game is
Yeah.
We won.
Cool. We didn't have to use a
Yay!
gun. Oh.
Oh shit! Good thing I got the blanks.
I'll never let you take me, Mr. Poirot.
Oh, it's at close range, though.
Nice.
So that's
Have you
the
seen
point.
the 50 trophies?
I'm
Nice.
sorry, Mr. Clark, there is no easy death for you. I expected your reaction, so I used blanks.
Actually,
I'm sorry,
we use
mademoiselle,
points,
but your
so.
second chance has been lost. Franklin Clark will never inherit his brother's fortune.
Wait, what?
She'll have it.
That's fine.
Wonder who'll get the inheritance.
Yeah, it goes to rot because that's what happens with rich people.
Disappointed at having missed the chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left England. Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married.
No, good for them.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah.
On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady Clark. the elderly lady's condition suddenly took a turn for the
Aw.
better.
That's good.
And a few months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise, she was back on her feet again. According to this eminent physician, it appears to be an extremely rare case of spontaneous remission. Lady Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since. Journal of an Innocent, the incredible story of ABC. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, he made a great deal of money by selling his story to the press. And as for me, and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire, even more popular than York Minster.
Oh, right. Dick Dunbar was the person we saved.
Oh,
Gave him
yeah.
a slight heart attack, but you know.
And it's done.
And now we're done.
Oy vey.
Hey, clap.
That was awesome. We finally finished it.
I was wondering, like, why was the game still going if we found ABC? I'm like, So I'm like,
I always had a feeling that Frank was a bit weird.
I didn't feel that way until I was reading the book, to be honest. It was kind of like rushed through in this game, but the fact that the whole meeting after the third murder of all the people involved, they were close with the victims. Apparently it was Donald's idea to like form this league, as he put it, so that they could all work together to try to find the killer. It's just like I always thought that was just a bit odd, but I didn't really think of if it was like suspicious or not.
Frank.
Yeah, but then when we ruled out that Cuss didn't do it, that he just didn't have the mentality of someone to do all that. Just like I'm like, so it has to be something that we know. But yeah, this was good. So, I guess we'll skip the credits. How long did we record for this time? We recorded for just shy of an hour. So, yep, 100%. We finished the game. We only got like 3/4 of the ego points though.
That is perfectly fine.
Look at our trophy collection, though.
All the mustaches.
Yeah. But there's one left.
Well, we're missing something.
Another
Missing
one.
a few
Medium
things.
donkey, large donkey, cleaning tomcat, stone, incense burner. Probably because I have a feeling we missed some of the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Reconstruction timeline. Wait a second.
When Franklin
Disaster.
understands that his brother's inheritance is going to be stolen from under his nose, he decides to get rid of him. In order not to be considered as a suspect, he has the idea of including the murder as part of a series that the police would put down to a madman. Franklin uses Sir Carmichael's medical records to choose his victims as well as the ideal suspect, Alexander Bonaparte Cust, who was seriously wounded in the war and suffers from bouts of amnesia. Franklin writes the letters
that
he will
makes
send me
sense.
before each murder on his own typewriter in advance. He contacts
Mhm.
Cust by letter and offers him a job. Cust is convinced that he is working for a hosiery company. In reality, it is Franklin that sends him his instructions, his goods, and even his typewriter. When we receive the first letter, Hastings thinks that it is a joke. As for me, filled with foreboding, I prefer to inform Chief Inspector Japp. Following his written instructions, Cust goes to Andover. He visits Mrs. Asher's tobacco shop and sells her a pair of stockings. After Custer's visit, Franklin, in turn, enters the tobacco shop. Mrs. Asher is not suspicious of the murderer, whom she takes to be an ordinary customer. The old lady turns around to take a packet of cigarettes. She is beaten to death. We investigate the first murder with Hastings. No suspect has a motive. A few weeks later, we receive a second letter signed ABC. Chief Inspector Japp is informed. The victim's name should start with the letter B. Alexander Bonaparte Cust goes to Bexhill. He sells Mrs. Barnard a pair of stockings. Betty Barnard leaves her work. She's dressed to go out. The young woman is strangled on the beach. Betty was killed by the man who had arranged to meet her that evening, the seducer Franklin Clark. In Bexhill, Donald Fraser appears to be the perfect suspect for Betty's murder, but he has no connection with Mrs. Asher. 5 days after the Bexhill murder, Cust goes to Churston for his work. In the afternoon, Soagre turns away a stocking seller. After dinner, Sir Carmichael Clark takes his usual walk. His brother waits for him, hidden behind a bush. The murderer leaps out from his hiding place and cuts Sir Clark's throat. The third letter arrived late. Franklin deliberately wrote a wrong address. In Churston, Thorogray and Franklin Clark are the main suspects. Back in London, Cust is seized by a violent coughing fit and brings up blood. He stains his shirt, which later frightens his landlady. We receive the final letter from ABC. The next murder will be in Doncaster. The second general meeting in London highlights the common point between the victims: stockings and a throat condition. Custer's landlady telephones Scotland Yard to tell them about her suspicions. Cust is arrested shortly afterwards in Doncaster. Franklin had planned a fourth murder in Doncaster. He abandons the idea after Custer's arrest. Cust confesses to the crimes he did not commit. He's an easy culprit. Too easy. Franklin Clark is unmasked. He is the true culprit and the man who manipulated Cust. And there we have it. Another case solved by Hercule Poirot.
So that's the full timeline.
One.
So
Nice.
now we understand everything. And
TLRD.
yeah. So probably tomorrow I'm probably gonna listen to the rest of the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know,
Definitely.
I mean, we won't record it, but I'll probably tell you guys if there's any like differences between the book and the game. But from the way the book is playing out for me, it seems like it's pretty accurate to the game is pretty accurate, except nothing about the Kaufman has been brought up. Let's see, the point that I'm at in the book is, I think the last thing that was about to happen was about to talk to Donald Fraser about, I assume, about his dream. So, like, it was right after the meeting, with all the people who knew the victims. So, yeah, I just need to finish the book now.
Nice.
Anyway,
Sounds fun.
like,
This was fun.
yeah, it was. Yeah, not sure. I'm not sure what the next game I'll play is. I think I decided on Zelda 2. We'd go back to that, redo it. But I know we want to work on Symphonia and Twilight Princess, since
Yes.
we haven't touched those in a
They're
while.
left.
Anyway, for the crazy people still watching, like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. And good night.
Cool.
Or morning, rather.
Good night.
Whatever.